everyone. First of all, I'm very sorry. I don't have that kind of fancy technology like PowerPoints or projectors because I'm from the Tamas area. I'm very glad to be here and to share some thoughts with all of you. And people talking a lot about the Tamas, and my paper title is Al-Tamas Areas, Al-Tamas Areas, Barriers to Development and Environmental Hazards. I distributed a small summary because I prepared it in a hurry. And this is what many speakers talked about. In these papers, we try to define what exactly means by Al-Tamas areas. Al-Tamas, it is the Arabic equivalent, but in English, just consider it as the contact areas. And we will define exactly what we mean by contact areas. Okay? As general, all of us, we know that all the world now is watching what's going on in Sudan. All the people waiting for the referendum to come. And all of us, we know that what will going to happen in that referendum. Our people in south of Sudan, they have two options. Either to vote for unity and to stay with the Sudan as a united country, or to vote for independence and to make their own states. All of that is good. But still there is some issues are pending between the parties to CPA. Some of these issues are the borders issues, nationality issues, even citizenship issues, and too many things. The most important things, what is raise our concerns or let us think about it deeply, the issue of the borders. The border in Sudan, which is divided the country to north and south, it's very long. It's over than 2,000 kilometers. And all the areas around the belt of the borders, we call it Al-Tamas areas. So Tamas areas, if we started from west to east Sudan, Al-Tamas areas is South Darfur. Al-Tamas areas in South Kordofan, which is involved North Bahr al-Ghazal and Abyei area. Al-Tamas area also, it is involved Nuba Mountains and Unity State, and it's also involved south part of White Nile. It's over there too, and the Chuluk area, and also it is involved the South Blue Niles. So all this line, it is the Tamas areas, okay? These areas, it has a very multicultural diversity. It has a rich of diversities. So there is too many ethnics or many tribes living around that area. It is not about Misiri and Denka. Yeah, you have Rezegat and you have Masalit and you have Zandi and you have Fertit, and here you have Nuer and you have Nuba and you have Angasana and you have Shuluk and you have Sabaha from White Nile and you have Silem, and also you have some part on the south of the belt. All these areas, it has too many small communities, too many cultures, too many way of living and making life, and too many problems and too many marginalizations. Okay? In this belt, there is a population of almost 8 million people. And if we compare it to Sudan, South Sudan, population which is 8 million, it's almost 97%. If we compare it to the North Sudan, is more than 25%. This is according to the census in 2009. I don't trust Sudan statistics, but this is all available information over there. This area, it's rich of cultures and too many things. And yeah, the history people, they can dig back in history and they can find a lot of atrocities there. But still, there is one fact. People of Damas, they have been with each other for many centuries. And still they are there. They could fight for no reason, because all the fights in this area, the simple individual who is a tool of this fight, they have no well-consciousness or realization of why they are fighting or for whom they are fighting. Okay? Some of our brothers, they are very upset because other brothers, they say that Misiria is part of NCAP. Actually, Misiria has been just used by National Conference Party. They have been used by all the central government in Sudan since independence. This is a fact. This is a history. But now, most of them and most of the other people in Damas area, they became to one idea and one focus. Okay, in the past you have been used and you have been abused. But from now and in the future, what we're going to do? And this is a question. As I defined, Damas areas covered all the belt borders, whether in north or whether in south. And these communities, they suffered a lot of underdevelopment, they suffered a lot of social problems, they suffer a lot of economics problem, they suffer a lot of the wars. And there is still there to come, like very dangerous environmental hazards around these areas, and we're going to highlight that in a brief and short. Before that, there is a very rich experience of interaction and social coexistence and peaceful coexistence in Damas areas. And I would like to highlight some experience. Like if my individual experience is gonna help, at least let's just have another view. I came from Misiria in Lagao, and all my life, I have been watching too many conferences, too many conflict resolution comments in the area. And I remember very well, one of my grandfathers, he is a leader, and especially with the Nuba people. Like Misiria themselves, they fight with each other and kill with each other. And this happened many times, and Nuba people, they came in between the two groups. Put them together, apart, sit down, telling them the rights and the customs and the traditions and how we resolve this. And always, any problem characterized in one thing, characterized as a crime between two individuals. It's never characterized as this is problem between Misiria and Nuba, or this is Nuba and Misiria. Always characterized as between two persons, and people sit down and solve the problems, and everybody is happy. This experience, this is why we talk, when we talk about multiculturalism in South Kordofan, for example, this is the legacy that we came from. Okay? This is what we saw, and this is what we believe in.